Hello, my name is Allie Fisk, and I am the website administrator for CreativeGround. Thank you so much for joining this webinar. It's called Making Your Profile Stand Out with Images and Videos. And today I'm going to be speaking specifically about how to spruce up your profile using the many different image and video features of CreativeGround. So I'm going to start by just giving a very brief overview of what CreativeGround is. And CreativeGround is the New England Foundation for the Arts free online directory for New England cultural nonprofits such as museums and libraries, creative businesses such as recording studios or marketing agencies, and artists, including performing artists, visual artists, and craftsmen. So the goals of CreativeGround are multifold. For one, it's to spotlight profiles and provide a platform for organizations and individuals in New England to promote their work, activities, and what they do. It also allows people to find others for collaborations using the extensive search options. So for instance, a visual artist could locate an organization that exhibits work. A library could find a storyteller, a sculptor could find a fabricator or a makerspace, etc. And the database is also used to support any research that the New England Foundation for the Arts commissions about the arts and cultural sector of New England. Again, CreativeGround is a product of the New England Foundation for the Arts in partnership with the National Endowment for the Arts and the 6 New England state arts agencies. So today, while I am going to be doing a very brief introduction to what a CreativeGround profile looks like, I'm not going to be showing you how to create a new profile or search for others. This webinar is part of a series of webinars, and information about how to build a profile or use CreativeGround's different search functions have been recorded and are available on the CreativeGround website at www.creativeground.org/resources, and I'll show you how to find those at the end of the webinar. Today I am going to show you examples of profiles with exemplary images and videos, how to upload photos from your computer, how to edit and resize photos if needed, and how to add a video from Vimeo or YouTube to your profile. So to start, here we have the CreativeGround homepage, and I'm going to draw your attention here to the featured profile section on the right-hand side. These are profiles that we change every 4 to 6 weeks, featuring artists or organizations doing great work in New England with really beautiful profiles. So here you can see they have great profile images, and inside their profile there's a lot of information. And so if you're ever interested in being featured on CreativeGround, just let us know and we'd like to talk to you about it. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and show you some examples of great profiles with excellent images. So here, this is a performing artist, and you can see immediately how captivating his profile image is. This is the most important image on the profile because it's what shows up next to the profile name in search results. I'll show you that in a moment. Here you can see the image and video gallery, and I'm just going to scroll down to show you the rest of this profile just to give you some context, but I'm not going to go through this in detail. So there's contact information, a little bit of basic information about what it is that you do, affiliations and accomplishments, accessibility of services, and this artist is a touring artist and a teaching artist, so they've filled out that information. And there's other fields to fill out depending on what it is that you do. So going back up here, let's look at this image and video gallery. So here you can see that Junichi has a wonderful video of his work. So we can actually press play and the video will play directly within CreativeGround. And he's got some other videos, as well as some great images. You can add up to 10 images or videos into this section, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm just going to direct your attention to a couple of other different types of profiles. So 42 Maple, the creative business, they've shown an excellent photo of their space, an exhibit in action. Here you can see some more images of an exhibit, a program. Burlington Generator is a cultural nonprofit. They're a makerspace, and you can see that immediately from this image. You can tell immediately what it is that they do. Mark Williams is a painter. He's shown some beautiful images of his work. And then Janet Eckelman is a public artist. Here you can see this gorgeous photo of her sculptures, and here, some more of them. So I really recommend you take advantage of this section, adding up to 10 images or videos, and thinking a lot about what it is, what kind of photo you need to use to demonstrate what it is that you do. So a couple of key things we want to keep in mind. Try not to use a logo as your profile image. It just doesn't really demonstrate what it is that you do. We always recommend you use a program, an image of a program in action that really kind of demonstrates sort of your day-to-day. If you're a visual artist, do not use a headshot, use an image of your work. And same goes for a performing artist. Try to show you in action. That's really going to appeal to people. Because here in search results, this is where that profile image shows up, right next to your profile name. This is the first thing people see when they see your name, and this is captivating, so they'll click on it. And you can see that the same wonderful image that's appearing here in search results is going to show up in Janet's profile right here, next to her profile name. So I'm going to show you now how to upload a photo. And we're going to do that by logging into CreativeGround. And you can, up here, you just click on Login. And this is where you can either create a user account if you don't already have one, or log in. And I have a user account. So I'm going to just go ahead on in there. In this next page, we're going to see it's the My Account page, and it's going to show all of the different profiles that I manage. And one of the profiles is called Nifa Loves CreativeGround. It is not a real profile. We just use it as a great way to demonstrate how you can use CreativeGround. So I'm going to select Edit Profile. This is going to lead me to the back end. This is what only I see. This is not the public view. And I'm going to scroll down through this briefly. Again, I'm not going to show you how to fill this out because there are other videos on that. But there's contact information, internal, there's address, mailing and physical, the About section. This is where you fill out the many, many fields that are really important to include on your profile about what you do. And then the image and video gallery, which we'll dig into in just a moment. URL collection, the I have worked with collection. If you're a touring artist, if you're a teaching artist, and there's many fields you can fill out based on what it is that you do, whether you're an organization with a venue or an artist who teaches. So scrolling back up here to the top, here is where you can upload that great profile image we were talking about. So this image right here. So there's instructions on how to do this. There's a lot of help text in CreativeGround. We do recommend using an image that is dimensions 325 by 250 pixels. This is not a requirement. You can upload photos that are not those dimensions. We just recommend it because we know that's what looks best in CreativeGround. The photo needs to be less than 1 megabyte and needs to be PNG, GIF, or JPEG. So I'm going to choose a file from my computer. And I know that these are here. I have them on the desktop. And I'm just going to choose this file called Dancers and open it up. So you can see it actually just filled in the file name right there. So you know it's ready to go. You can just press Upload. And when you're dealing with images, it can sometimes take a little bit longer to kind of get those images uploaded. So just be patient, it's working. You can see the little blue guy spinning around here. And there we go. You can see that is the image that's going to appear as my profile image. Now moving on down to the image and video gallery. So this is the section that you can see right here. We can add up to 10 images or video. I'm going to start by showing you how to just upload an image. And we're going to scroll back down here to the image and video gallery. Again, there's a lot of help text. And we're going to start by just selecting media. Choose file. And I'm going to choose this file called People Walking and press open. And then submit. Again, just like before, this will take a little bit of time. So we have an error message that came up. What this is telling us is that this file could not be uploaded because it's too big. It says the file is 6.96 megabytes, exceeding the maximum file size of 1 megabyte. So we've got a problem here. So let's press cancel. So what I can point you to now is this really great online program where you can edit images. This is not associated with CreativeGround. It is not a CreativeGround product. It is just something that we recommend. If you have photo editing software on your computer, by all means use that. If you don't, it's a really great resource. And I'll just show you briefly how to use this. I use this on a regular basis. So you do not need to have a user account. If you have an account, a paying account, you can store files on here, and there's some features you can use, but we do not have a user account. We can just start editing. So the first thing we do is we upload the photo. So here's the photo we were having trouble with, people walking. Press open, and there it is. So here on the left-hand side, there's a lot of different features you can use to change different components of the photo. I'm really going to focus only on the image size right now. But I first want to see how big is the image. So we press save, and it actually shows us here that it's 7.63 megabytes. Far too big for our purposes. So it's good to know that in advance. Click here on this little icon to send us back to the edit section. So here you can click on Resize Image, and it shows us that right now the picture is 4,000 pixels by 2,666 pixels, way too big. So what I generally suggest is getting the photo's width down to 800 or less. You can do that either by using this slider here or just plugging a number directly into this. We can press apply, make sure constrain proportions is selected, press apply. And there we go. Our photo is now the right size. If I go to save, it says it's 535 kilobytes, which is perfect. I'm going to go back up here to edit because I want to show you can also use this to crop a photo. You can choose just a little section and press apply. This did make your image smaller, just so you know. You can undo that if you're not happy with that. You can also add text. And the reason you might want to add text is when you're uploading photos to any website online, you should know that it's important that you have permission to do so. So either the photo is one that you took or you have permission from the photographer. You want to make sure that you upload, that you are able to get that permission, upload it, and oftentimes credit the photographer, which you could do here. But it's also important that you put some sort of text on your photo so that nobody can take your image from the internet and use it. It's not something that is, it can't be avoided. It's not specific to CreativeGround, and that's why we suggest doing something along these lines, where here we can just click on this little icon that says Layer Photos, and this allows us to just put text right on top of this photo. You can change the size, you can change the color, you can change the font. And I'm just going to type copyright Ali Fisk. And there we go. This is not a requirement for CreativeGround, just a little tip we suggest when you're putting images on the internet. I'm pressing save and it says, yes, I want to combine all layers. We just added a new layer by putting text on it, and I can say combine layers. We've got the size, looks good, and I'm going to save it to my computer. You can save it as a JPEG or a PNG. JPEG is fine. And here this opens up my computer files, and I'm just going to write people walking edited, so I know it's the smaller version. Press save. And then I can close the photo because I'm all done. Let's go back up here to edit profile, and let's try again with this new picture that we have created. So let's select media. We're going to go back to choose file, and we're going to select people walking edited and press open and submit. So we'll wait just a second, and there we go. It looks great. It's showing that it's going to be uploaded successfully to CreativeGround. You can give it a title and a caption. I'm just going to call it Circle the Square 2013, which was the year this photo was taken. You could add a caption if you wanted to. You don't need to. So before we move too much further, I'm going to save what we've done. It's always important to do that when you're working online. And we can see here we got sent back to our My Account page. But we can click here and look at what the profile looks now with both of those photos uploaded. And there you can see the profile image looks fantastic, and here is the image in the image and video gallery. You can go back up to My Account to edit the profile, or you can just click here and press edit. Because I'm going to show you now how to upload some videos to CreativeGround, and we're going to go back down to the image and video gallery to do that. All the way down here at the bottom. So in order to upload in order to upload videos to CreativeGround, the video first has to be stored on an online platform like YouTube or Vimeo. In fact, those are the only two, YouTube or Vimeo. You cannot upload video directly from your computer. So let's click on Image and Video Gallery. You can see the image we put before. And let's click Select Media. And this is where we uploaded an image by clicking Choose File. But if you click on Web, you can see there is a section here for you to put in a URL or an embed code. So I'm going to press cancel for a second and go back up here because there are some great instructions on how to do this. I'm going to walk you through it now. But if you need to learn more about, for instance, what an embed code is, we have linked to YouTube so you can learn about how to do that. But I'm going to show you right now. So we'll select Media, go up to Web, and here we're going to input the URL from the page of the video that we want. And I already have that opened up here. Here's a video of Circle the Square. It's on YouTube, and this is the URL that is specific to YouTube. So I'm going to actually just copy this. We're going to go back to our profile, and we're going to paste it right here in this little section. If we press Submit, here it has shown us that it has uploaded that video. And again, I'm going to write a title. And I'd like to add another video. This time I'm going to show you how to do it using Vimeo, which is another video uploading platform like YouTube. So if we click on Add Another Item, select Media. Here we can go to Web again, and we're going to now find the URL to put the code in here. And again, you can put an embed code, which is something different that you can learn more about on YouTube or Vimeo. But I really just think doing the URL is the easiest. So if we go up to Vimeo, here we have the Vimeo page. And this is a little bit different from YouTube. On YouTube, what we did is we found the image and we used the URL. And that was very, very easy for us. However, on Vimeo, there is a little, what I assume is a paper airplane. That's what I'm going to assume it is. There's a little icon on the video that we want to share, and it gives us the link right here. So we can, again, we can copy it, we can go back and paste it directly in our profile and press submit. And we're going to write CreativeGround webinar, because that's what that's a video of. So let's go down to the bottom and save this profile. We can see how the image and video gallery section looks now that we have uploaded those videos to CreativeGround. Here we go. And here you can see them. And they're appearing in the order we uploaded them. So if we click on this, here's the video. So we can move over and we can see the video from Vimeo as well. So we can close this. I'm going to show you how you can reorder the items that are in your gallery. So let's scroll back down here to the image and video gallery where we were before. And here you can see there are these little arrows on the left. And using these arrows, you can move the photos around. You can also click on Show Row Weights and change these numbers. So 0 represents the first one in the list. 1, 2. You can change these numbers. I'm just going to drag them. It's a little bit easier, but I'm going to zoom out so I can see all of the different videos. So I'm going to move this one up here. There we go. And then I'm going to press Save. And it has changed orders. There we go. So that is everything you need to know about uploading images or video to your CreativeGround profile. Now, in order to get started creating a new profile, you just need to get listed on CreativeGround with a free user account and then create a profile. And as I showed you before, you can do that by, you can click on Get Listed. I'm going to log out so I can show you. Get Listed. And then you can enter all the information in here to create a free user account. Now, before you start a new profile, I always recommend going to search and just searching to see if you have one first using the keyword search. You may be surprised. CreativeGround is made up of 2 former directories, Culture Count and Matchbook, and any profile from one of those directories was migrated over to CreativeGround. So definitely check first by doing a keyword search to make sure you don't already have a profile. Finally, I'm going to show you how you can access those other webinars that I was talking about. You can do so on the Get Involved page. Down here, there is a little section that says Watch one of the recorded CreativeGround webinars. You can see the upcoming webinars as well as the webinars we've done so far. So Introduction to CreativeGround, how to use CreativeGround as a performing artist, a visual artist, and a teaching artist. And we're constantly uploading new videos as well, so stay tuned. Now, if you have any questions at all, at any point, you can always reach out to me at creativeground@nefa.org, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have, walk through creating a profile with you, help you with anything that you need. So do take advantage of that. You can also reach me by going all the way down to the bottom here on any page and clicking on Contact. So that is the end of the webinar and everything you need to know about uploading images and video to CreativeGround. Most important thing to remember is to find images that really represent what you do. And the higher the quality, the better. We always recommend high resolution, good images that really kind of show off the best of who you are and what your organization or you do. And if you have any questions at all, just reach out to us. Thank you so much.